How's it going, Dave and Comic Book Investments? So in this video, we're going to look at 5 keys that are heating up, going up in price. Some by quite a bit, some not so much. But I'll go into analysis of each one, what I think is going on, at least my feeling anyways. But before I get in the video, we have an auction going on. That's right, our featured auction is going on right now. Well, it's preview, technically. It doesn't start until, let's say, next Friday. So I don't know when you're going to be seeing this video, but today it's Friday for me. So a week from when I'm making this video. So whenever you see this video, it'll be whenever it gets uploaded. But anyways, we have a featured auction, collectorscomics.com. We have tons of huge keys. We have a Tales Spence 39 first, Iron Man in a 7.5. Got tons of good stuff up and about. So go check it out at collectorscomics.com. Let's get in the video. Our first is we got Hulk number 340. This is that classic cover. In a 9.8, one recently sold for $9.49. In May, it was selling for $9.05. That is up 5% from May, and you can kind of see that's been a massive spike up recently. Because if you go back to January, it was selling for $11.21, down 15%. And if you go all the average of 2023, it was selling for an average of $13.25. That's down 28%. Now, obviously, it was selling a lot higher at its peak, and it was going down. This has been on some hot lists I've seen. This is a great cover. I think, honestly, this is just a temporary bump up. I don't think this has hit its bottom. That is my opinion, and I think it will probably start going down. It's not going to like, oh, yeah, it's bottomed out and it's going to go up. But I think this is a good book. I don't see it dropping that much, but I think it will drop in the end. All right, next is we got Vengeance of Bane, number 1, first appearance of Bane. A 9.8, recently sold for $3.33. Back in May, it was averaging about $2.94. That is up 13%. In January, beginning of the year, it was averaging $3.22. That is up 3%. And then in all of 2023, it was averaging $3.81. That is down 13% from there. Yeah, so it's gone down. It has a little spike up here. There's been some news of possibly a Bane Deathstroke movie, I believe. So that's why there's a little spike up. I think this is a temporary spike as well. I think this book should drop, but it's almost back to where it was pre-comic book boom level, so like 2019. So it shouldn't drop too much more. I'd imagine this book is somewhere around the 250 mark. That's what my guess is where I put it. All right, next is we got Venom M3, first appearance of Null. A 9.8 recently sold for $2.82. In May, it was averaging $2.02. That's up 40%. In January, it was averaging $1.80, up 57%. And then in all 2023, it was averaging about $2.10. That's up 34%. So this book, obviously, Null is in the Venom 3 movie, and there are talks of like a spin-off Null movie. We'll look at Bane. I probably doubt it. But this book is like, it kind of looked like it bottomed out back in 2023, and it's been slowly just steadily going up. And I don't know if that has to do with just the movie. I think the recent spike, if you look at the graph, you can see a recent spike of it going up quite a bit. That probably is in the movie, but overall, I think the book was trending up regardless. So in my personal opinion, I think this book had already bottomed out. Now, its recent bump will continue that recent bump of around the 280 mark. I don't think so. I think it'll drop back down, but if it was like bottoming out here and then it started going up and then right here it spiked, I think it's just going to bottom out to where it was going to be anyways, and that's about it. So that's what I think on this one. All right. Next is we got New Teen Titans number 2, first appearance of Deathstroke. A 9.6 recently sold for $300. In May, it was averaging $271. That is up 11%. In January, $262, up 15%. And then in all of 2023, it was averaging $280. So that is up 7%. Like I said, there's going to be like a Deathstroke Bane movie. These rumors, I don't know. You need something more concrete. I mean, look at Blade, for instance. I mean, let's see. We had an actor already signed to it. We had multiple writers and directors, and everyone said it was going to happen. And look what happened. It didn't happen. Now it's permanently done. It's done. There's indefinitely on hiatus, not happening. Everyone's going to back out. Will another Blade happen down the road? Sure, maybe. We'll see. But this book, it looked like it's kind of bottomed out and started going up for like probably the last like 6 months. It's been going up. Now, my gut feeling says that it's bottomed out. Does that mean it can't go below? I mean, even at its bottom, if you look about 6 months ago when it looked like it bottomed out, that was probably where it was around 2019. So to me, this is bottomed out. And it will... Could it continue going up from here at a steady pace? Sure, I think so. So that's my opinion. I looked at other grade ranges and they seem to be going up as well. So it's not just, the 9.6 version. So yeah, I think it's a safe bet that maybe if you let this like current FOMO high wear off just a bit and it'll go down a little bit because, if you look at like months to months, it's always like this. So it's like 1 month down, 1 month up. I mean, wait for like a good deal. But I think if you're looking to buy this book, then I think it's a safe bet that if you bought this book, it's not going to really drop that much, if at all. Probably most likely go up over time, over a long period of time. All right, next is we got Marvel Superheroes number 20. This is the first appearance of Doctor Doom. Sorry, not the first appearance. This is a solo issue. His first appearance was Fantastic Four number 5. Crazy. Anyways, an 8.0 recently sold for $6.85. Back in May was $5.30, so that's up 32%. In January is about $6.10, so that's up 12%. And then all of 2023, it was $5.64, so up 21% from there. Not at its all-time highs for this book, but this book has been going up across the board. Obviously, because Doctor Doom is going to be in the movie. Now, whatever, Doom Wars, Secret Wars, whatever they're going to call it, Avengers, Doom Wars, whatever they're going to call it, played by Robert Downey Jr., Doctor Doom. It'd be interesting how they tie that together. But now, normally, it's like I said about the Blade. It's like, well, they had a script, they had this, and it's not going to happen. In this case, with Robert Downey Jr., they want him to save the MCU. The MCU is dying. It's barely alive. I can't even remember what movie they came out with last. I mean, Deadpool, Wolverine, I feel like that's kind of separate from the MCU. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't even remember. The Marvels, was it? Can't be that. I have no idea. Anyways, makes no difference. No one remembers. The Venom movie that came out, that is Sony. And they have Thunderbolts and then Captain America 4, which I've heard no excitement for whatsoever. So I don't expect it to be those to really save the MCU. So maybe Thunderbolts and Captain America 4 will be like the end of the crappy MCU, and we'll go back to good MCU. Maybe it'll be like a MCU rebirth, or so to speak. Thor 4? No. Guardians 3. Guardians 3, that was good. But that was that like 2 years ago? A year ago? I don't know. In any case, yeah. So this book, back to this book. This is a great cover. I like the cover personally. And yeah, so people like this book. It's been going up recently, and I expect it to probably continue to go up even more. That was about it. Check out the website. Have a great day.